Okay, a warm welcome to all of you. I, Dr. Chirasri Sharkar, I'm going to present upon hypertension. So our today's discussion that will be on what is hypertension and what is the high blood pressure and how to prevent it. So generally everyone that would like to have healthy or normal blood pressure, and basically each time when the heart beats, it pumps blood into the blood vessels, and that creates the pressure against the blood vessels wall. So that is basically called blood pressure. So normally in the healthy person, it rises and falls throughout the day. But when this blood pressure that remains high for a longer period of time and left untreated, it can lead to some serious health complications like chronic kidney disease or strokes or any cardiovascular disease like that. So if the blood pressure that is controlled in a early stage, then some complications of that we could halt. So it has, as we all know, it has some risk factors, some modifiable and some non-modifiable risk factors, just like not having enough regular physical activity or like of obesity. And if one person is a chronic smoker or having a habit of smoking or some kind of alcohol consumption and stress like that. So if we want to discuss about the risk factors, first is age. So as we all know, when the people gets older, then the arteries that can stiffen up and narrows, and that's why that causes high blood pressure, and that leads to some cardiovascular morbidity. Like family history of high blood pressure, if one have, then they have more chances of high BP in their families and in individuals. Another is if excess salt intake in food, then that also leads to high blood pressure. Next is if not taking food, enough food with potassium, that also increase or that also leads to chronic hypertension, and that basically associated with the risk of stroke and chronic kidney disease. Eating processed and fatty food, especially, that also increase fats throughout the whole body, and that makes the heart work very fast throughout the blood vessels wall, and that also correlate with the lack of physical activity. As we all know, if anyone have lack of physical activity, that leads to obesity, and finally that also leads to high blood pressure. And last but not the least, that is the stress. Another risk factor, that is stress. If someone that is prone to risk of stress, so if we can cope up with this stress risk factor, then also we could halt this high blood pressure and its complication. So as we all know that hypertension that doesn't have any particular obvious sign and symptoms, so that is why it is also known as silent killer. For that reason, we have to be very cautious about the complications like cardiovascular problem, kidney failure, stroke, even also some kind of eye damage and all. So after that, we also should also very cautious about the early and accurate diagnosis of the hypertension. And accordingly, we also notice that when generally symptoms do occur, they include some kind of morning headache or tiredness, or kind of vision changes, or some buzzing in the ears, or nausea or vomiting. So as we know that this hypertension that is measured by the sphygmomanometer, these have two components. One is upper limit, one is lower limit. So the upper number, that is basically systolic blood pressure, and the lower number, that is diastolic blood pressure. So systolic blood pressure, that is the pressure in the blood vessels during the heart contracts. And another is when the lower number, that indicates the diastolic blood pressure, that is the pressure in the blood vessels wall when heart rests between the beats. So we all aware about that when blood pressure that is 120 by 80, that is very normal, and when it becomes more than 140 by 90, that leads to hypertension. So some risk factor, as we already mentioned, how can we prevent that? So some typical points or some typical tips are there. Like first is regular exercise. Second is healthy diet. Third is if we can quit smoking or if we can reduce alcohol intake. Fourth is if we regular blood pressure monitoring that could be done, then also the complications due to hypertension can be halted. Some kind of stress management we should do, and some kind of adherence to medicine also we should take care of. Like first one, what I have told before, like regular exercise or physical activity. As we all know that exercise that can be a drug free approach to stop this hypertension or to lowering the high blood pressure. So as we all know that regular physical activity that also that makes a person's heart much more stronger, and also as you all are about when the heart that is very strong and healthy, or if one have very strong and healthy heart that can pump more blood with less effort. So if we can aware the general population about the significance of the regular exercise or the physical activity, then the complications of the hypertension can be prevented. Another, the second point, what I have told before, that is healthy diet. If we maintain a healthy diet plan, it can also halt some progression of the complications. Like diet, that also plays an important role in stopping some complications of the blood pressure. We should know that uh, some strict rules about the diet, like DASH diet. As we all know, what is means by DASH? DASH is a dietary approach to stop the hypertension. And what is it? Basically, eating a DASH diet that is rich in the whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and such kind of low fat dairy products, and skims on saturated fat and cholesterol. That can lower one's blood pressure by up to 11 millimeter Hg if having some kind of high blood pressure. So first is DASH diet or the Mediterranean diet. Second is if we can eat less amount of saturated fat or the total fat. Third is if we get some plenty of any food of the potassiums. If foods having plenty potassiums, that also can help to lowering the blood pressure or the BP. Finally, if we limit the amount of sodium in the diet and if we limit the alcohol consumption, that also helps to lower the blood pressure. Next point, that is we already discussed, like reduce sodium in your diet. If in our diet we can reduce our sodium, that can also lower the blood pressure by about 5 to 6 millimeter Hg. And if we how can we do that? Some few tips are there. Like first is if we read the food levels, if possible choose low sodium alternatives of the all foods and beverages you normally buy. Second is if we eat some fewer processed food, like only a small amount of sodium that occurs naturally in foods. So mainly what we do, most sodium that is added during processing or during cooking. So if you can if you can eat some natural products, that also lowering your blood pressure. So we shouldn't add any salt because as we all know that just one level teaspoon of salt that has 2300 milligram of sodium. So we should avoid adding salt. So third is we should quit smoking. Like we all should know about that quitting smoking that can effectively reduce the blood pressure and to reduce your risk of heart disease and improve your overall health. Next point, that is regular blood pressure monitoring. If we can do that, if we regularly monitored our blood pressure, those who have high blood pressure or hypertension, then also we should do some self-care monitoring of the high BP levels. So next point, that is stress management. As I already told before, by learning how to relax and manage stress, that can also improve emotional and physical health, and that also leads to lowering the high blood pressure. So stress management that includes like kind of exercising or listening to music or some focusing on something, what you can by doing what you can get some calm or peaceful environment, and such kind of meditate. So these such kind of some risk factors prohibition. And next is adherence to medicine. What we generally do, a medicine to lower the blood pressure that may be recommended by some doctor. If your blood pressure that is consistently high, usually, or such kind of a medicine that lower the blood pressure that may be recommended by your own doctor. So if the blood pressure that is consistently high at your regular days, usually at or above 140 by 90, then adherence to medicine that is also a very important factor, as it controls your blood pressure regularly. So finally, I would like to suggest that there is nothing more precious than having a fit and healthy life, adapting healthy lifestyle that can help us to enjoy a long and healthy life. So high blood pressure that can be prevented as well as controlled in a various methods. So keeping blood pressure in the normal range, that is very important in preventing such kind of cardiovascular complications or kind of chronic kidney disease or eye damage like complications like that. And it is very much possible to maintain a normal blood pressure levels with regular monitoring and the preventive care from the medical practitioners and all. So thank you very much.